Yeah.
Lucas, your most intense fan experience so far because of High School Musical?
Well, off the top of my head, I would say after this movie kind of came out and we realized people were watching it, and it was like, you know, kind of gaining some viewers, my friends and I decided we'd make a website just so we'd, like, you know, instead of kids talking on IMDb about, you know, things and not having someone be able to control it, we would, you know, make a website. So we made a website, and my friends had an idea that I should do a live chat with the kids. So we set it up to where everyone could log in at the same time, and we had a time, and, like, you know, people from Singapore and, like, all over the United States were, like, tuning in at the same time, and I was supposed to just, like, sit there and answer questions and things. Well, so many people came in at the same time that the screen was scrolling and I couldn't answer any of the questions.
Just running out of control.
And then the server crashed because there was so much bandwidth that, like, too many people that it just, you know, crashed.
What was the craziest question you got online?
I don't think I got to even answer a question because it was so fast. Like, seriously, it was like crash. And I was talking to my friend because he was you know, hosting it and stuff, and I was like, what happened? He's like, dude, too many people, it crashed my server. Thanks a lot, man. I'm like, oh.
What do you do next? I mean, do you want to act, or you mostly sing?
You know, when I was a kid, singing got me into acting, so it's always going to be a part of my life, but I don't necessarily have to do it as a career. I've been writing music since for a long time, and so, you know,
So you are that kid in High School Musical. You know the musicals. You know, you were in all the plays.
Yeah, you know, the one similarity between Ryan and I is that I was involved because once I made the decision early on that I wanted to be an actor, I said I'm going to do everything I can to put myself, you know, that much closer. So I, you know, tried to get as much experience as I could, but I'm not so much in the I'm awesome kind of way.
You're very humble.
Well, I don't really, I'm kind of an introvert. I kind of like just chilling out at my home and playing my piano or guitar or something, you know, and just
Then
kind of
don't
like
do High School Musical too.
Well,
your career would say do it.
Right. But, you know, acting is why I moved out to Los Angeles, so that's what I'm here for. So I'm gonna try, you know, hopefully, you know, I can land an audition sometime soon, because I think what's so funny about this whole experience is that so many people just see this doing so well, and they're like, oh, well, they must just be, you know, rolling and having all this fun, having all these parts just, like, offered to them, and it's just like, I'm still hanging out in my, you know, crappy apartment and driving my crappy car, and, like, not really much has changed for me, except, you know, a couple of kids, or, you know, but other than that, you know, it's just pretty much the same.
Well, I'm sure that'll change. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Give me your wildest experience so far. Since, I mean, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody is a big hit. So,
Yeah.
I mean, with kids. But then there's this. You know, 34 million people have seen High School Musical. Two great decisions on your part as far as career goes.
You know, I've been in this since I was, like, you know, really little, but, you know, I've had failed pilots for networks, and, you know, I've had my fair game of, like, you know, not having successful things. So to be on a show finally that's successful and a movie, that's, like, really, that's a dream come true for me.
Have you had some crazy experiences with some kids in some places, or what?
Yeah. I mean, you know, you go to the mall and there's kids, like, everywhere, and it was just so funny. I was there yesterday. I took my writer's friend, or my writer's daughter, and she's like 10, I took her to Limited 2, and they saw me helping her pick out clothes, so immediately, like, they come over and they're like, oh, well, what goes with this shirt? And I'm now giving advice to kids on fashion. So it's really funny. It's really cute.
Well, probably after what you bought, you'll leave, and all the kids will go buy exactly.
And they'll go buy the same thing, yeah.
Do you have the line? Are you getting the Tisdale line coming, or I mean?
Yeah, you know,
Ashley
maybe
for
soon,
girls, or?
Soon, yeah. I mean, I have ideas, and I'm you know, just kind of creating them right now. So.
What do you do with this? I mean, the marketing power, the buying power of these tweens is tremendous. People like me, young fathers, are willing to buy if it's good. You know what I mean? What are you going to do with it? You have control.
I know. I mean, it's so, I get these fan letters and they're like, we cut my hair exactly like you, and I got such great, great response, and it's like, it's cool. It's cool to see that I'm like, making that kind of impression on people, and it's awesome. I've always had cousins to look up at me and stuff, and so to have like, that's amazing, and yeah, I want to do maybe my own like fashion one day and kind of get into that and more recording, so.
What about movies? Now, I mean, are there some feature films that you'll start looking into?
Yeah, well, High School Musical was my first movie, so that was really exciting. So definitely more movies and stuff. I still have Sweet Life on my second season, and I'm coming out Disney Mania 4, and I just recorded Kiss the Girl for a Little Mermaid DVD special edition, and just kind of going into the sequels of High School Musical, and then, yeah, looking for movies after all that stuff.
What about those little animals, the Sprouse twins? What have they, I mean, since this whole, you've got that, and you've got the Sweet Life, but, the High School Musical there's nothing bigger.
Yeah, they're
jealous?
Great. No, not at all. If anything, they're very excited because they knew it was my first movie, and they were just so thrilled. They were there at the premiere, and they're just excited about the whole thing for me. I mean, we're like a family, all of us over there, so everybody's really supportive.
Setting a record here. You're the only female, I think, in history, right, to have 2 songs debut on Billboard's Hot 100. Now that's a big deal.
That's kind of crazy.
You're in there with Beyonce. You're in there with some of these.
I know. It's kind of weird, seeing that and stuff. When people say that, I'm like, that is so weird. Like looking at Madonna and everybody. It just kind of, it hasn't really hit me yet.
Still going to bed at 10 o'clock?
Oh, of course. Of course.
Kicking and scratching, grinding out my best.
Anything it takes to climb the ladder of success.